Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MediaSnoop's Let's Play. Today, we are playing... I was hoping for a title drop there. For a grand old reveal. We are playing...
Anytime now.
You can do it, I believe in you. Yeah, it's a Storm Mind game. Awesome.
Created by Chris Darrow.
It's definitely not the name of the game. It's a mouthful.
Let's go.
Remothered! Tormented Fathers. That took far longer
That was
than it should have.
also a very anticlimactic title reveal.
Yeah, I was expecting like a...
Although
something
that's a
exciting.
cool little,
Intro.
like insignia thing.
Yes.
Interesting. This is going to have some kind of religious undertone just based on that drawing.
The cross and everything?
And the crown of nails. Or crown of thorns. Whichever one.
That is true. Okay.
Very interesting.
So this game did come out, I want to say 2018 or 2017, but we never got a chance to play it. We know absolutely nothing going in.
Nope.
And I don't know, we kind of like playing horror games. So
I don't have a particular interest in horror, but horror games just seem to have
the best stories.
the best, like the game itself is almost movie-like in the way you play it out.
Yeah.
And the progression of the story and the fact that you're always doing something, like a specific task. Whereas those games where you just kind of wander around, I think would be very boring for our recording purposes, so...
That's a story you uncover.
But yeah, if anyone has non-horror games that do play out similarly in terms of their plot,
let us know.
Yeah, because I would be totally down for trying something non-horror. In fact, when I was young, I could not stand horror. Fun fact.
No, you couldn't. You're not a horror girl.
No.
So, is it all true?
Yes, absolutely.
What have you heard already?
That illness. It thickened the bones. It accelerated the healing process and tissue regeneration. Is that all true?
Every word.
But if that's what it was doing, why call it an illness?
The Lepidopterans made a nest out of the human body where they could eat and multiply. An illness is what it is.
But then,
Where do you want me to start?
from the beginning.
Sorry about that.
I'm old, Mr. Manny. My memory is not one of
never
my
happened.
strong
Never
points.
happened. I'm popular.
Well, for example, why do they call you Madam Svenska?
A name is just a trace. It is our business card, our identifier. It presents us to the world. But does it tell our story or really describe who we are?
I swear I know 3 or 4 idiots with the same exact name.
Well, yes. But we are not made of that name. It is given to us. Other people choose it for us, whether it suits us or not. It doesn't tell us who we really are. That name will not give us any answers. It is only through growing old that we become the answer to the questions of our childhood. And living in Sweden the last 30 years has definitely inspired this affectionate moniker.
Oh, Sweden.
And so, Madam Svenska, it is.
That's
And
deep,
yet
man.
You come back to Italy. Why?
Because I forgot. But I also forgot that I had promised to remember.
Tell me.
Please excuse me. Sometimes my memory needs to be jogged. There's always been a song that, as well as the name you refer to so much, has labeled my whole life, has given it a name, and it's from a name. If you can believe how bizarre and sometimes unbelievable my confused memories are to describe that all this began.
All right, then.
Okay.
What really
As far as opening scenes go, that was quite intriguing.
was?
Hearty fuss from my eye. If you lift me, sure you miss me. If you fly, you lose something in the sky. Come on, let's dance. We don't have any chance. Give me a kiss, so you know what you're gonna miss. If you fly, you lose something in the sky. Listen to me, the romance leave us free. But needs to be taken care of.
Is that the same lady, just younger?
I believe so.
Looks like her. Huh.
Oh, darn it. I might have been able to make some of it out.
Alright. We have a badge. We're looking for a girl.
Investigator?
Social services. The van makes it look like it's the 90s. Maybe 2000s.
Outfit
but
to... I guess it
yeah,
depends.
80s and 90s, I'd say. Right, there, see, there's the title drop. Where were you 8 minutes ago? Alright, Chris, amaze me.
Feels like it's gonna rain again.
Reach the residence of Dr. Felton, it said?
Okay, so I can run. I can't do that now, okay. Oh, it just switches the shoulder. Ooh, paper? Alright, nothing I can read.
Interesting.
I assume it's down this way. Nice atmosphere so far. Where are we supposed to be going? Dr. Felton?
Dr. Felton.
My Sweet Jennifer. Oh, there we go. Saint,
Researcher and therapist.
okay. Emergency hospitalization, blah, blah, blah. Richard Felton, 1920. Abdominal pain, diarrhea, vomiting, emergency assistance, suspected parasitosis. First glance by abdominal radiology, the patient reports evident hydro-air levels in the abdominal cavity with abundant kidney, liver, and intestine abscess drainage where unusual formations are noticed. The affected areas are full blown to a common microorganism, damaged but usually intact. Unusually intact. After removal of skin cysts, there is evidence of proliferation of multiple parasites, moths, characterized by unusual cellular activity. Suspected cause in the affected. Suspected. Sorry, I can't read.
This
it's hard.
explains the moths in the logo thing.
It does. Blood tests. Overdose. Huh. So he's royally messed up. I didn't mean to go back. I meant to go... Medical test notice. This is just a letter, I guess, we are supposed to deliver to him, maybe?
I'm not sure. Seems like he's refusing to undergo tests and treatment.
Always the smart choice. I mean, why listen to the doctors who spend their lives doing this?
Why are we, like, panting?
Apparently she's not the most fit individual. Cut here, cut there. Scars. Wow, it's the 70s.
Skiers.
Skiers. This is 1971. Or
Oh, we were off.
well, I mean, you know. Is this the home?
Well, we can't get in, so might as well keep looking.
Oh, looking the other way. Lady, you really need to work on your cardio.
She's a therapist. Give her a break. Or not a therapist, researcher.
Still. I always feel anxious when looking at some icons. Icons and mirrors.
Okay.
Who is it?
Yes, hello. I'm Dr. Reed from the Santa Margarita Institute.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Felton is no longer a patient.
I know. This is why I'm here. Hello? Anyone?
How rude.
Oh, rude, la la. Are we gonna, like, break in?
Heck yeah, we're gonna break in. What?
I don't know. It seems weird to just leave. If you're gonna bother having a big fancy locked gate thing, it seems weird to just leave it open.
Leave it slightly unlocked, yeah. It's like, hey, I paid for this big fancy, you know, mansion. It comes with a private security system, but, you know.
Why?
I turned it off.
It's just disabled all the time.
Yeah. No real reason.
Holy plants.
Right? Seriously, lady. Calm down. My god.
Hello? The gate was open. Are you there?
I mean, the gate was clearly
Hello?
not open.
Is anyone there?
We are greatly stretching the definition of open here. Okay, so that way doesn't work. There might be a path over here.
This is starting off a lot like Resident Evil.
It
right
is kind of walking into a strange area.
Specifically, sorry, we're referring specifically to the 7th one where you're the guy and you just looking for
Your
your
wife. As you do.
Just
Come
walk up to
into a
random
swamp.
house.
Yeah, and then nothing bad happens to him at all. It's a great experience. You know, you should invite your kids to play it with you. It's a real bonding moment. She's so out of like. I really hope she, you know, she brought her inhaler with her.
No, I'm wondering if like it's meant to build suspense in later scenes if we're being chased by something.
I imagine so. The problem is like this is her default walk speed. It's so slow. Peekaboo. Definitely anguishing. I mean, I would want that statue in my garden, but to each their own.
Big doors.
Alright, we might have a slight addiction here.
Yeah, but everybody in like the 50s to 70s range.
Good evening. I
Miss
am...
Reed, you already told me at the intercom, and as I already told you, Mr. Felton is no longer a patient at the Santa Margarita
I know.
Institute.
I came here voluntarily, outside the Institute.
So what do you want?
I am personally re-examining your case. Causes, reagents, I strongly believe there are alternative ways and probably other experiments that are worth a try. I am fighting with the Institute to recognize there are other adequate remedies for your husband's pathology.
Oh, no, please. I'm just assisting him. I'm his nurse.
I didn't know.
It's okay. I suppose you want to talk to him.
Thank you.
I apologize for the darkness, but Mr. Felton's sight has been damaged and immensely compromised because of the disease. Anyway, I am Gloria. Oh, and please, refrain from smoking inside. Mr. Felton hates the smell of smoke.
Sorry.
That makes no sense whatsoever. His eyesight is damaged. So we turn off all the lights and keep it dark.
I don't know.
Like what?
It is very odd.
It'd be like, this person can't hear very well, so we only whisper.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any
true.
sense.
Please,
Just grabbing a blanket. It's cold.
It's not cold. She's a baby.
Bad habit.
Rude.
Smoking?
Yes, such a shame. You should quit. You have no idea how bad this is for you. Not only for your health, but it's also very expensive. Money and time wasted. I have so much to do every day. I couldn't waste time with such a bad habit.
So how
Will you
often
assist Mr.
do
Felton
you get
all
off
day?
that horse of yours?
Oh no, from midday to 8 p.m. Then I go back home. I live near here. If needed, he can contact me with a pager, but that's not often. His wife takes care of him when I'm off.
What can you tell me about her?
We do
I
walk
met
very
her
slow.
just
Holy
a couple
crap.
Like,
times.
taking her
She's usually
sweet ass
loud or
time.
locked in her bedroom when I'm here. Let's say they don't seem to get along.
I didn't know.
But, you know, when she's home, she listens to the same music, the same song, over and over.
Hi, buddy. Might have to take that toy away from him for now.
That is a noisy toy.
This way, please. Mr. Felton will be here in a few minutes.
We'll give it back later,
He
bud.
looks so sad.
He does. He likes to play fetch with it. The coronation of a virgin. The young girl gazes into the sky above with stunned eyes, and a light hits her. But something is out of place. From the dark sky that threatens storms are descending the hideous hands of stranger creatures. This picture makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, well, fair enough. You mean you can't walk fast now? Danger of contamination, alleged criminal activities. Pharmaceutical experiments, corporate funding. Huh. Alright. So, looks like his illness isn't exactly natural. It could be a result of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really sound natural to have moths making tumors inside you, if I understood that correctly.
Yeah, not
Do
really.
you believe in God, miss?
Well, it would be too easy, wouldn't it? I believe in people's willpower. Everything else is not God, but an aptitude or mankind's cruelty.
This is the kind of fairy tale I prefer at my age. When you're worn out from an incurable disease, you start having some doubts. Why is there so much life in such small but lethal creatures? An arbiter, that's all we need.
For what? It's wrong and crazy. It's human nature.
That same nature in which we are equals to those ants eating each other. But, pardon me, I forgot my manners. Please, sit down. Dr. Reed, I suppose?
Sorry, Mr. Felton. Pleased to meet you.
So you already met Gloria?
Yes, she let me in.
She's a great reference, extremely hardworking, but back to us. I don't recall seeing beautiful doctors like you at the Institute, Dr. Reed.
I am flattered, Mr. Felton. I arrived at the Institute just a few months after you left. And you left because?
Inadequacy of the sanitary treatments within the structure.
That's right. And in a few words?
In a few words, they didn't know how to treat my case, and they left me there to die.
But it seems that other issues took over.
I once or twice refused to go through exams.
Mr. Felton, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, Gloria. Yes, see if Dr. Reed needs
little pager.
Oh, no.
May I offer you a cup of tea or coffee? Espresso?
No, thank you.
As you wish. How about you, Mr. Felton?
No, thank you. I'll keep entertaining our guest. You can go now.
You're diagnosed? 1958?
Yes, indicatively. Some friends and I contracted the disease while traveling to Egypt, and it got worse.
In addition to the disease, the first exam showed some inconsistency. Some hormonal deficiency? Overdose of non-prescribed drugs, opiates, phenoxyl? Wasn't it recalled in the mid-60s?
Doctor, don't you think that nowadays there are ways to obtain drugs without any prescription?
I believe so. According to your file, you still receive your disability pension. Even better, it seems that the beneficiary is your wife, Ariana Gallo.
Exactly. She's the one who takes care of me when Gloria is off.
How about your daughter?
My daughter? Celeste has never come back home.
Disappeared. She was adopted, am I right?
The investigators confirmed that she intentionally left. They never suspected a kidnapping since there was no ransom request.
How about Weeman? Wasn't he a suspect?
A flash in the pan, an idiot who brought confusion by sending warnings and threats.
And her birth parents?
Dr. Reed, young girls often decide to just go. And this is what my daughter decided to do.
Jennifer.
What did you say?
At times, you'd call her Jennifer.
No, my
Mr.
daughter...
Felton, what has really happened to your daughter?
I just told you.
How about the off-the-record version?
I am not sure where you're trying to go with this, but I won't tolerate... I don't have the strength for this now.
I know you've been trying to forget
private
it,
detective.
but this picture might help you to.
What is this? Where did you get this picture?
Isn't she your daughter? Celeste, or has you called her? Jennifer?
I asked you a question.
Back of the picture says Jennifer.
There is no Jennifer!
You thought I was stupid, didn't you, Mr. Felton? Do you really think I'd come here without knowing what I'm talking about?
Who are you, and why did you come here? Did you come to my home to threaten me with your condescending
Threatening
tone?
you? So maybe I should ask your wife then.
She's not home.
Seems like she is.
Mr. Felton, I just talked to the director of the Institute on the phone. They have never heard of Dr. Reed.
Yep.
She is not what she claims
Wait,
to
the
be.
daughter, maybe?
Well, Miss Reed, if that is your
We've
real
come to figure
name,
out what
your
happened.
time here has ended. Please, leave
Depends how
my
long ago the daughter
property.
disappeared.
True.
Miss Gloria will escort you out.
Please follow me.
Mr. Felton, please, tell me what you did to your daughter!
Good evening.
Follow me.
Mr. Felton.
Huh.
Alright then. Or we're like her birth mother.
You know the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was my first
How do you even...
interpretation of that.
How do I do what?
How do you
Exchange.
even sleep at night? You use people's lives regardless of the pain you cause. The Feltons have been through a lot. And they are good people.
Gloria, a young girl disappeared.
We all know the story, unfortunately. A burden that the Feltons will have to carry for the rest of their lives. Celeste just left them.
If that was the case, there was a motivation behind it. And it threatened her life.
Alright then. Disappearance. Hide the keys behind the statue of Mary.
Yep.
And we're gonna break into the house.
Cool. Sounds fun.
Are we the good guy here?
We are invested in this either because it's our job and we're some kind of private investigator, or we're invested in it because we're the Earth Mother of ago, depending on how long ago it happened.
Cool beans. Yeah, there's no way a private investigator, I think, would go through this much. Like, now we're on to breaking and entering. She has a personal connection to this. Sure.
Yes, we'd like to save our game.
I don't want to have to do all that again. Look for the mirrors with the metronome. From now on, you can save your game only by using those. Cool. Flashlight. Some areas of Felton Mansion can be really dark. It may be difficult for you to find your bearings. Press the flashlight to light your way up. Or remember to turn it off if you do not want to stick out.
Cool.
Okay. What if we just decide to leave? Just end this. A photo. December 68, happily together. Okay, so that's
Not very long ago.
not very. So it's not us. Birth daughter still seems, or birth mother still seems like a possibility.
Yeah. Oh god, this song is gonna give me nightmares, isn't it? Because creepy shit's gonna happen and the song's just gonna be playing in the background.
Just pleasantly,
La,
like
la,
la 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 la. Diversions. Open inventory. Blah blah. Diversions are used to slow down or distract an enemy. You can take up to a maximum of 3. Once you have picked up a diversion item, you can equip it in the inventory or via quick selection. There are different types of diversions. Throwables. Throw the object, hit the enemy or stun it for a short period of time, distract them in a certain direction. Placeables, placed on the ground, lure enemy to that area. Placeables on doors, or understand where he is. Awesome. Wait, how do I equip stuff? Oh. I have a diversion item.
Throwable.
Oh. I like how the diversion item is a snow globe. Okay.
Shit, why'd the music stop?
I've been wondering about that. Defense. Thanks to defense items, you can hit your enemy if he has reached and stopped you. When your opponent is about to kill you, you can use a defense item by following the instructions on a screen. The defense item can only use just once, and you can only bring one at a time. So it's literally like a, hey, you messed up. Here's your
last
one.
minute.
Yeah, use your get out of jail free card. Yeah, I don't like how the music's stopping and starting. So we found some defense items, some collectibles. Oh, I can't use it. I already have a knife.
But we know where it is.
We know where it is, and that's always
We
good.
also know where the generator is now.
Oh. I have a feeling this is the type of game where we'll be coming back down the same areas multiple times. Oh, we can hide under here.
Ew.
That's
Good
good to know. This game is gonna be a nightmare game, isn't it?
Yes, because we all know that you like games where you can fight back.
I do. I hate games
Where you hide.
where you hide. Like, there are some games that do it very well. Alien Isolation is one of those. You can't really fight back against most enemies, or against the alien, but others you can, kind of. It's just not the best option. Okay, the music starting and stopping is freaky.
Is it... Okay. Thought it might be a specific goddess or something that might help us, but no.
Oh, I guess I'm holding 3 diversionary objects.
Another hiding spot.
Okay, so now we know where a couple are, that's good. There's a knife on the floor. That volume just got louder, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe we're getting closer.
I was wondering, should I go upstairs or downstairs? Or straight on? Tutorial, oh, doors. Someone might be lurking behind the door. Before you go in, you can peek to see if there's an enemy on the other side. Approach it silently with the crouch button and press door open. Instead, if you're being chased, hold the door button when you're in front of a closed door, and this way you can stop your enemy coming in. Warning, you can only hold it. So wait, I can crouch.
But it doesn't look like you can open that door.
This door is locked, yeah. God, this is creepy.
So here we could peek if we approached with it. No, close on the other side.
Yeah, so how did it say you peek? You crouch?
So you crouch first and then you put you click open, but it only will work on doors that we can open.
Interesting. Who are they? Relatives, maybe. Also locked. Alright, upstairs or downstairs? I assume upstairs, because that's where
Sure.
he was. Does the elevator work? This place has an elevator. Can we just take a moment to appreciate that?
Oh, one day I'd love a house with an elevator.
One day I'd love a house.
Fair enough.
Kind of. No.
I don't think it's big enough.
No, this place is really small. Like, how do you live in a place this tight? Like, you know, where are you supposed to have your 18th bathroom? There's no space for it.
There's like far too much stuff to even look at in this game.
There is. There's far too many hallways. I'm so disoriented. Disorientated. I speak words.
Mrs. Felton.
Jump scare? Also, why would you walk in and ask if they're here? You're breaking into their house in the middle of the night.
This goodbye will be the chance to reach my land for each day.
Please, Mrs. Felton.
God.
So Mrs. Felton's dead.
Yep. Dead. Very dead.
She's seen better days.
Hide. Objective? Hide.
Under the bed. Oh.
Hide.
We're gonna like see him walk over and kiss the wife.
God, please don't. So gross.
What happened, my dear? The record player got jammed again, right?
Why are you?
Yes, I know. You keep on telling me we need to buy the new gadgets
With the sickle.
on the market. Promise. How can I say no to you?
He is.
Now get some rest, love. My little Jennifer.
What? Oh, he licked her.
That's creepy. I don't...
I'm gonna go ahead and say, what the Fred? That man needs a little bit of help.
Think?
Oh, good. Tutorial, stalkers. There's a stalker in this area. You can decide if you want to bypass him, distract him, or face him. Remember not to make any noise, otherwise he will be put on your tracks. Avoid running or use the crouch button to move silently. In case the stalker gets too close to you, press the dodge button to avoid his attacks, if you still have enough breath.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna be crouching.
In those heels.
In those heels. Take them off. Mr. and Mrs. Felton on their happiest day of their life. They both smile, they look happy, but Richard's pale eyes are making me feel uneasy. Yeah, his naked ass is making me feel uneasy.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that he's carrying around a weapon, so we know he can hurt us.
I'm tired of all of it.
Okay. Okay, cool beans. Oh, why? 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 I didn't know that would do that. Why? I done goofed.
Well, this could not be more horrifying.
Can you shut it off? That way I know you're leaving.
Old MacDonald had a
Jesus Christ.
E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a sickle.
Okay. I'm with you, lady. Let's book it.
I need to get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah. See ya. mirror?
Where?
Behind you.
It said mirror with a metronome.
I don't know, maybe if we look inside it and there's a reflection.
Oh, look at you.
Nailed it.
Oh, that was it saving. What does it mean restore life?
Guess we'll find out.
Guess I don't have to. Okay. I mean, that looks like a good place to stop.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? So thank you so much for joining us for
this very creepy beginning to
our new game, Remothered, Tormented Fathers, and we will see you next time on MediaSnoop's playthrough. Thank you so much, and have a good one. Bye.